Welcome back to Cooking with Chris. This week we're going Cucina Italiana, which is Italian cooking, and what we're doing is some pasta wheels. It's an unusual dish, very easy to make and extremely tasty. I'm sure you'll love it. It's full of excellent quality Italian ingredients. As always with Italian cooking, ingredients are primary. Anyway, let's get on with making it and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. See you soon. For this recipe, you will need pepperoni, grated mozzarella, soft mozzarella, cornmeal or polenta, olive oil, unsalted butter, basil, top quality tomatoes, passata and parmesan cheese. What you see me doing here is spreading some cornmeal on the mat. This helps the pasta from sticking. Now we're moving this out into a rectangle shape because we want a flat piece of a rectangular shape. Spread it out with a rolling pin. Traditional way is to use what's called a non-stick, a big long thin stick, but I'll just use this rolling pin. Turn it either way, get it as flat as you can and quite thin. Don't take it so thin that it tears, but get it as thin as you can. You want it large enough so that you can get all your ingredients on. I think that's good enough. Now what we'll do is we'll add some passata to it. Good quality passata. If you can, make it homemade and it will taste that much better. There we are. Not too much, otherwise it will go through the pasta. Now we're going to put some grated mozzarella all over it. Be generous with it because you'll find out that it's a lot better after with the taste. Good even spread. Now we put some pepperoni on it. Don't worry too much about the pattern. Put it on randomly. Here I'm being a little bit too precise. Once that's done, what we're going to do is put on some soft mozzarella. This is buffalo mozzarella, really good quality. If you can get it, it's worth the investment. It makes a big difference in the taste. I really like it. Right, after this, what we're going to do is add a little bit of olive oil and then some pepper. Freshly ground pepper all over it. Not too much, you don't want it spicy. Now we put some basil on it. This is fresh basil. Makes a nice taste. There we are, that's done. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more salt. Do it from high and it doesn't clump. And then I'm spraying the edges of the pasta so that when we roll it up, it sticks together. Some people egg wash it, but I just do some water. Now be very careful here. You want to roll this firmly, but don't tear it. It's quite easy to tear. I've torn it before. So good firm, even pressure all the way through so that you get a big roll of it at the end. And when you come to the end of it, give it a final bit of pressure, quite hard at this point, so that it sticks together. Lay it down on the seam side. I'm cutting it with a serrated knife. An ordinary knife will tear. And what I'm going to do now is divide this. Now I've divided this into 6 pieces. On reflection, I think it should have been divided into 4 and you would have had larger pieces. But whatever you do, don't cut through your mat. Now what we do, stand this on its edge and pat it down to try and get them roughly even in height. And also don't be too rough with them, otherwise you might split them and they'll fall apart. After all, these are wheels and you don't want to pat them so hard that they fall apart. There we are. Use a little slice like I'm doing here. Give it an even press down. Right, now let's get the pan heated up and we're going to put a fair amount of butter in here. I estimate that we've put about 100 grams of butter and we've added some olive oil. Now the olive oil and butter combined stops the butter from burning. Just use butter, you're going to burn it. Give it a good mix up until it all bubbles and starts to foam. And when that's all melted, you know it's ready to add your pasta wheels. Now you put these in, spread them about so that they don't touch each other, and you want to cook this in this lovely foaming butter until they start to just char on one side of them, then turn them over. Look at that, you can see the mozzarella coming out of them. It's nice. And these resemble a taste of lasagna when they're done. They're really nice, but it's without all the lasagna fuss. Now we put some passata into the bottom of a tin. This tin's about 40 by 20, and then shake it all over so that it's even, and then put your pasta wheels in. Try not to get them to touch each other and put them into the pan And then once that's done, grate some Parmesan cheese over the top, a good amount, and then we put a little bit of pepper on the top, and finally some olive oil. And then when that's done, we'll put them into an oven in the middle, about 200 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Oh, there we have it. Lovely dish, beautiful Italian pasta wheels. And to finish the dish off, what we do is we grate some Parmesan cheese over it. I've got my grater here. A nice good amount of cheese over there. That's lovely. And then we'll finish it off with a bit of olive oil on the top. That's beautiful. Now what we'll do is we'll plate this up. And nice big dish to put this in. And here we go. This really does look and smell lovely. I'm sure you'll enjoy making it. And they are really, really good. Got to be careful. This is a hot dish. I'll plate up a couple of these. Lovely. That's really, really nice. And we'll finish off with a little bit of the sauce that's in here as well over the top. Not too much, because you've also got a lot of ingredients inside. Right, what we'll do is we'll finish this off. We'll put some basil on the top of it. You can always add a bit more cheese if you want, but I think I might have enough on there. So a bit of basil, bit of olive oil on the top, and a bit over the plate. And there you have it. Lovely Italian pasta wheels, full of good ingredients, really tasty. I hope you enjoyed us making this. Anyway, if you like this, please like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll see lots more content coming up, especially Italian cooking. All right, thanks for joining me, and thanks again, Jack. Great to have you doing all the work for me. See you all again soon. Bye.